Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I'm way over here on the east side of the map so that we can get some more copper mining happening. Over here, we've got a few plates. What I did is I diverted one of these copper lines to this station so that at least both of them were getting copper, since right now all the trains are just going to the top one. That way the trains that end up coming here will at least get something to take back. And once we get a few more copper trains, then that shouldn't be a problem anymore. All right, so what I wanted to do here though was to come over to the right to get closer to the wall. So I'm gonna just make I guess we'll just do like a 45 degree here. All right. And then what I'll do here is I'll just copy 3 sections of track so I can see where we need to end up. Okay. So that's where that one needs to go. That looks kind of the same. There. And then I'll throw in some power poles just to keep it consistent. All right. And then we'll go back to our regular rail blueprint. Like that. And I'll throw in a couple signals on this one as well. Yeah, maybe another set right here. There, that should be fine. All right, now we did have, there we go. Oops. That's the long version. And I'm out of rail. I'll get more signals. I'll get more power poles. See, if I go slow enough, they'll build in front of me rather quickly, which is cool. I don't know what it is, but I've gotten into kind of a, I don't know, my position on this chair is kind of uncomfortable. I don't know if I've moved it or what's going on. Maybe I need to. Well, I don't know. Let me try it. There we go. Try raising the arms a bit. Yeah, that's better. I usually keep the arms of the chair that I use, at least at the office at work. I keep it as low as it'll go because if it's up higher, I tend to rest on it with my elbow. And what was happening to me when I did that a lot is my shoulder was getting sore because because for a large portion of the day I was leaning on my elbow, which was putting weight on my shoulder, and then my shoulder was getting sore. It took me a long time to figure that out. I went to a physical therapist and, you know, all this stuff, and it turned out that it came down to how I had my chair adjusted, which is kind of crazy. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like I have to like hold my arms up the entire time I'm using the keyboard, because that gets to be uncomfortable too. So, all right. So that gives us enough room that we can tap into this copper patch here, which we will call number 4. This one's 1, which we never labeled. Okay, so this is going to be copper 4. Okay, and we just got another level of mining productivity, just in time. And let's figure out... Oh, you know what? I should just copy... Yeah, I should just copy this entire system that I've got here. We don't need to reinvent all of it. And I'm going to miss the bottom part of this since it's not in radar coverage, but we'll catch up to it. All right, so where can I put this? This wouldn't be bad. Oh, you know what? Let's put it below so that way all the chests and everything are on the right side. Yep, right here looks good. Okay, I'm going to need to make a combinator. There we go. All right, and this is going to be copper 4. Awesome. And it looks like I missed a few items down here. Oh, oh yeah, okay. Those power poles, that's fine. All right, so will this be faster if I run down there? No, it will not. I need to copy the tail end of this. So I'll just go back there by train. Obviously you can't, well, maybe it's not obvious, but you can't blueprint anything that is, that you can't see on the map. Okay. Ah, good. And luckily I can see this part. That goes right there. No major updates on the dog situation for those of you who are interested. They're doing better. You know, over time they're having less and less of an issue with being around each other. So that's been good. They're still not like best friends, and they can't really play together yet. But I hope we can get there. Actually, I should probably ask the people that were taking care of her before I adopted her if she ever actually played with the other dogs or if she just was okay to be around them. But that was part of the reason for me to get a second dog in the first place, was that I thought it would be nice for Cooper to have a playmate, because he likes to play with other dogs of friends of ours. Okay. So now we essentially do the mining drill thing. Let me bring the train closer. I need to go back to the train anyway to get mining drills. Okay, that's good. Let's see, where did I put the mining drills? Here they are. I'll take all of them. This is a fairly large patch. And I feel like I should go horizontally on this one, since that seems to be the longest dimension. All right, so that was from 50 down to 28. So that was 23 drills, right? So 23, 46. We now have 40% productivity. And I don't have my calculator. You know what? I'm just going to use blue belts. Well, let's go part of the way with red belts, and then I'll switch to blue. We'll go like, yeah, we'll go like down that far with red belts, and then we'll finish it with blue. I'll put power poles on both sides, and then we'll start doing copy paste until we have the whole patch covered. Yeah, I want to fix that. This is kind of unfortunate. Like when you have, it'll allow you to move these poles one more tile if you're just dragging, because the one down here is giving it some extra distance. But if you do that, then you're not going to be able to, well, if you do that and then you tile it, you're going to have extra power poles. Whoops. What did I do wrong? Okay. Yeah, we're getting a lot of mining drills here, so that's good. That'll give us a lot of throughput. Okay, and then like we did before, we get rid of the extra ones. And I'm actually out of mining drills. I need more, which is cool. That's a good problem to have. That means we've got something close to 200, actually over 200 mining drills just on this patch, which is awesome. Okay, we can pick up those two since they're not really touching anything. I usually just pick up the drills that are not actually on top of any ore. They're just picking stuff up from the edges. They won't last very long, so I'll just pick those up. Like that one right there. What about that one? Yeah, that one. These two. That one there. That one. That one. That one's good. All right. I mean, it's not super important that you do that if you've got, I mean, if you're limited on ore patches and you really just want to get the highest output that you can, then go ahead and leave them on there. They won't last for very long, but at least for a short while, they'll get you more output from your mine. Okay, so let me go back. I need to get more mining drills. And then we'll come and finish this up. No path? Why don't I have a path? That's strange. Oh, that's why I don't have a path. Okay. Let me put it in manual mode so it doesn't run away from me. Come on. Sometimes these trees get in the way. Great. Okay. There we go. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 belts coming out, so I can do an 8 to... Well, I could do an 8 to 4 balancer, but then I'm going to be splitting it again, so I might as well just do, since I have 8 cars, I'll just do an 8 to 8, and then I can have each of those lines going to its own train car. And then let's bring some trains with us as well. Okay, so we're going to need 4... No, we're going to need 8 engines, so I'll just do 10. And then we're going to need 16. We'll do 20 train cars. Whoops. That way we can set up the trains while we're there. And then like we did before, I'll just steal some fuel from my own personal train. They only need like one piece of fuel each, you know, to get to their circuit. All right. Did we get the mining drills? Yep. All right. So I think 1 stack will be enough. Yeah, and actually let me go ahead and I'll just grab a couple stacks of fuel here while I'm at it. Okay. Let's head back and finish that up. I will go to there. One thing I was noticing, you know, in the past when you only got 2% for each level of productivity, each level would increase in cost by 1,000 science packs. But now that they've changed it so that each level of mining productivity gives you another 10%, now it doubles every time. Okay, so mining productivity 5 costs 5,000. 6, okay, I guess it's not doubling. 6 costs 7,500. What does 7 cost? 7 is 10,000. Okay, so I guess it goes up by 2,500 every time. Which is 2.5 times more. No, it goes from 10 to 12,000 to 15. That's weird. All right, so it looks like it's about 2,500 per level. Not exactly linear. And that means that it's slightly less expensive now, right? Because before, for 2,500 science packs, you could get 5%, and now we're getting 10%. Let me just make sure it is 10% every single level. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so we're done there. So let's get an 8-to-8 balancer, which I have in my balancer book. Here we go, 8-to-8. Okay. And I'll put that right there. Thank you very much. And then I will upgrade it to blue. Red to blue, red to blue, red to blue, and then I'll take out the yellow to red. Actually, I'll take out all that other stuff. Okay. Wonderful. Some of these probably don't need to be blue, but we're getting to the point where it's just easier to deal with blue belts rather than having to deal with different types all the time. Okay. And then we'll upgrade all of this. I hope I have enough belt to finish this. I might not. Actually, we don't need these splitters. We can just do it like this. I guess that's fine. Yep, I'm not going to have enough. Oh, what luck. Just barely. You know, like this one here, I could replace all this with a red belt. Let's just do that. I don't mind wasting a little bit of resource, but I don't want to just throw stuff away for no reason. Okay. Let's get ourselves some power, so we can start this puppy up. All right, speaking of power, we are getting close to 3 gigawatts. Um, 1.2, 1.2, 1.2. Yeah, we're gonna need more power soon. Okay. So let's put in a train. All right, and I'm going to want to copy the color. All right, and then this is going to be from copper 4, wait until it's full, and then go to copper smelting until it's empty. And then we'll copy the same thing on the other end. And put it in automatic mode. And then as soon as it leaves, I'll put down another one to do the same thing. Okay, off we go. Okay. Now, one thing I can see here is that these are not fast enough to, these blue inserters are not fast enough to empty the belts. Okay, so I'm going to upgrade all these to stack inserters. Okay, and it looks like that'll be fast enough to empty the belts. And that way we can get, you know, we can get the maximum amount of output from this mine. Okay, let's throw in a radar over here so we can always see what's going on. Plop in a light. Okay, great. So now that that's going, let's see how copper smelting looks now. Okay, good. Now we have a train going to the bottom station. And here comes another one. That'll go to the top station, I presume. And then when the next one comes in, that one should go to the bottom as long as this train... Man, these things empty fast. Oh yeah, well that's because I've got inserters on both sides, so it makes sense that they empty quite fast. And the belts are still backing up. That's one of the disadvantages of using this control circuit. It's never... Like I always find that it can't keep it going quite fast enough. See, eventually I think these belts could start to back up. Okay, so now that the chests are empty, it's emptying the belt. And I suppose that's the important part. It doesn't matter a lot if the belt backs up a little bit when there's stuff in the chests. Because as long as there's stuff in the chests, it'll still be able to load the train as fast as possible. So this is fine. I don't see any problem. Yeah, none of these belts are getting saturated. But I think, you know, like for these 4 or so, at least, I think blue belts was the right choice. These might be able to get by with red, but we'll just leave it the way that it is. All right, so that looks good. Let's go now to circuits so that I can pick up more speed modules and finish finish setting up this second copper line. Because that one is still missing 61 speed modules. But hopefully we will see that we've got enough copper plates to keep all this stuff running. Maybe not quite. Yeah, see, this is still not running. I still feel like we don't have enough bots over here. See, I'm not using all the red circuit capacity. I think these are still in a situation where they're waiting for green circuits to get delivered. I can't see my cursor. Okay. I'm just curious what our bottleneck is here on the green circuits. Are we still just always waiting for copper plate? It seems that way. Seems like we could also use more charging. Let's try this. All right, but there's no copper in here. There's copper over here. Yeah, so we're still just not delivering copper fast enough. We don't have enough ore coming in, even with that one. So we're going to need more. We're going to need yet more copper mines. And that's just to make modules. Well, I am making them faster, so that's a good thing. I'm going to just take these over on foot. I wonder if I need more trains. No, I don't think so. I've got trains just waiting to go in. So the trains are moving in and out as fast as possible. So that means that I need more copper smelting lines. Okay. Well, this is good. All right. The other thing that I want to do is I'm going to change these to active providers. Because if I do that, then those chests should be prioritized over the ones from the train. Okay. Yeah, see, this one's producing as fast as it can. So this one is just limited by how fast the trains get in and out. No, it's not. This is going to empty them out. And I assume these are all going as fast as they can. They're not running out of ore. No, in fact, we don't have enough bots to carry the plate. We need more bots. Because some of those furnaces are full, or the plates are capped. They're not producing anymore. But I don't want to see that happen. If production stops, I only want it to be because the chests that load the trains are full and can't take any more. All right, so we need more bots over there. How many more? I'm not quite sure. We'll find out through trial and error. The flow of the trains themselves look pretty good, I think. I don't like how this happens every time. But overall, I think it's not bad. I think the flow of the trains is decent here. All right, so let's put in another 100 bots and see how that works. Right, we want to see these. We want to see everything working. Okay, so they're still only grabbing from essentially half of the smelting line to feed these requester chests. All right, so we got 500, 600, 700, 800. Okay, so now we got 900 bots. Let's see what happens. Okay, now they're starting to hit these. We might need like 1,000 bots in each one of these. And then we have a bunch of bots waiting to be charged, which is not ideal. So we throw in some more roboports. Watch our power consumption go through the roof. Okay, these guys over here are still not doing anything. Don't tell me I need more than 1,000 bots. All right, maybe I need more roboports. So I think what I'll do, I don't know, it's not too bad. I mean, the number of bots hanging around waiting for a charge is really not too bad. You know, it's probably less than 20 or, I don't know, maybe it's 30 or 40. It's not a ton of them. Okay, now they're starting to get over here. See, they're starting to pick up from all the lines now. Okay, but I think still more bots would be good. I think like 1,000 bots is going to be a good figure. Which is a lot more than I initially expected. I think we still need more charging over here. This all looks okay. I don't know if I have more bots over here. Can I get 100 more? Yes. Well, let's just take them all. Okay, so I want you to go to the smelting area so I don't have to run so far to get back. This will be my last trip for this episode. So I'll put another 100 bots in there, and then we'll need to put a lot more bots in the other one as well, so that they both have 1,000 each. All right, so this plate train here should load and get out of there pretty quick. Okay, yeah, it's still waiting for the smelting to finish. So let's do 100 more. Okay. So that gives us 1,000 bots. Let me grab some more roboports. I know I have some in here somewhere. There we go. Oops, don't, okay, yeah. Don't stand. Don't stand between the locomotive and the cargo wagons when the train's getting ready to leave the station. It's dangerous. Okay. Right, so now there's 200 logistics spots available. Why? See, that's another thing that it's kind of hard to see if you have enough bots, because especially if these chests all empty out and then as soon as a new train comes in, now all of a sudden the bots are going to have to feed a lot of machines that have been starved. So you get into these cycles where you need a high quantity of bots to catch up. So if you can keep the material coming in steadily, you'll need fewer bots than if it's coming in bursts like we've seen. So we still need more copper trains. Like this is going to be emptying soon, and we don't want this to ever empty out. We want a new train coming in. Ideally, I'm going to have trains that can't get unloaded because the chests are so full. Right, we want to be waiting for the ore trains to empty. And if that's not happening, that means that I need more ore trains, right? We just have to stuff it. We have to stuff the system full of ore. Okay, so in a steady state situation, it seems like around 800 bots is going to be good. Since we see that we've steadily got over 200 out of the 1,000 that are idle. Okay, so we'll load more bots down here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, perfect. So we'll leave this one with 800 bots. I'm going to add the extra roboports like I did up above. All right, we'll have to ghost a couple. We'll get those next time we come back, and that should be good. All right, so I think we've got smelting. I think we've got the smelting design, maybe not completely optimized, but pretty close. So in the next episode, we will set up yet another copper mine. Although maybe I'll just do that offline. I mean, you've already seen me do this twice. This one is not going to be very different than the other two, and neither is this one over here. I'm going to need to put some landfill so I can bring my train track straight across the water. And then that's going to be all the copper that we have. So, and in fact, I think I need another train. I think I need another train, or maybe even 2 on copper 4. Well, maybe not. These chests are not filling up. So maybe 2 trains is the right amount. If the chests were filling up, like if we were waiting for a train and then the train comes, it fills the train and there's still ore left in the chest, then that would be a good indication that we need more trains. But since in this case the train arrives, the chests are empty, then we don't need more trains. Then we would just have empty trains waiting to come in and load. Right, so a lot of this game is just about looking at things and identifying what your bottlenecks are. Right, in this case, we're loading as fast as we can. We're not waiting for a train to arrive, and we have so much material. If only a train could get there faster, right? The problem is that, well, it's not really a problem, but with 2 trains, we can easily handle this many drills. And then the next train should be back here before too long. Where's the other train? I do have another train, right? Yeah. Okay, it's on its way. Okay, so now if we need more copper ore, it's because we need more mining drills, which means we need more mines, which was my first instinct. So that's what we will do next. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.